Hey everybody, I'm that girl goddess, and I want to talk about like handling business and everything. There's so many scams out here, and I want to warn a lot of home people who's getting a mortgage for the first time and land contract. I hate to say this, but you may have to go to a lawyer to interpret your lease because I think things should be written in plain English. But a lot of times there's a lot of games, fine print, different things you don't know about. And you have to protect yourself because your home is an investment. Well, I purchased this home from this woman, and I pay my rent. Don't make no mistake about it. I'm gonna pay my rent. Okay. But this woman she's supposed to pay the property taxes every year. And I realized 2 years ago, I had got a notice in the mail, and I hit her up and I said, the property taxes is due. And I didn't think nothing else of it. And she paid it. Okay. Then last year it happened again. And I went to text her, but she never texted me back. But she had to pay it. Okay. It was paid. So I went and I got a notice just a couple of days ago and telling me that it's due. And so I went down there. I said, okay, I'm going to see what's really going on. What is going on? I mean, I know she's not keeping her end up right, but I know it's a lot of stuff going on in the America with money. These jobs don't pay right. They laying off. I don't know. Okay. So I went in, I asked questions, asked was it paid? She said no, it was under my name. I said, really? I said, but if you're paying a mortgage, shouldn't it be under the person you're buying it for? And she said, yeah, but it's in your name. I said, okay, okay. I said, I do, okay. And I asked her about it, and it's due. And I'm gonna send a message to this landlord, but at the same time, I told her that asked could I make arrangements. She said they don't make arrangements down here. Okay, it's nothing like the state I come from. So I turned around, asked her about what if I make partial payments, and she just told me I'll have the fees hit. I said, okay, I understand. And but it's bad when you have a contract with someone and they don't keep your end on something that's property. There needs to be laws established against people selling homes, against people, unless they make it perfectly clear in your contract, certain things. Because I done seen homeowners, they done paid off their house and then they had these fees and they lost their home. And I'm like, what fees? Shouldn't a contract be up front? But I have a team of lawyers. I'm going to make sure I run everything across them because I'm not playing these games. I don't know why I know they're evil. They're hustling. They trying to get something for nothing. I can't even say I don't even know what they doing. I just don't understand why people get so old and still playing games they should have outgrown a long time ago. But I guess if a person have a thief spirit, that's what they gonna be. Manipulating, looking for an outlet to get over, and I just want to tell everybody, it ain't just Christians, it's people who actually pay their mortgage. And I'm gonna look into how to get some laws established in this state because it's ridiculous for homeowners. Because if you done paid all this money, this man paid $480,000 and lost his home because of $5,000 hidden fees that he didn't know about. How could you lose your home? You didn't pay that much. I mean, there should be a grace period, notice sent out, come before the state, something, a court, and let them explain things. Have you come in a certain day, have them break things down, and but it's ridiculous out here in these streets. It's just like they don't want people to build a tiny homes where they want to try to get you to pay this high rent that your job is not paying, because vast majority of these jobs are not paying the rent that they is. It don't make that no sense. You have all these people sleeping in their cars. Now they want to take people RVs. You done paid for it. The government shouldn't have that right to steal your RV because you're homeless. That's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. When you buy something and you paid for it, it's yours. All the rest of that stuff just need to stop. Okay? It needs to stop. There need to be laws to protect law-abiding citizens. They need to know what the law is. It should be made clear for everything you do. Okay? The courts don't want to have no mercy, but they don't really want to deal with fraud. Because if they did all of this and you wasn't informed, that is a form of fraud. And when you go to court, instead of the homeowner losing something, the criminal, the person who did the fraud, is the one who needs to be held accountable. There should be laws for things not made clear in any contract. I'm just saying, I'm that girl goddess. Y'all respond to me and tell me how y'all feel about this. Bye.